this is an interesting story about IKEA and the conflict that IKEA potentially is going to have with Russia. And so there's an IKEA in Russia that every single week they host a contest where they pick an IKEA family. And this particular week, a couple was chosen that depicted two men holding hands in their submission. And so there's a competition. You send a picture of your families using the furniture from IKEA, and you're entered in a competition where you can win a coupon that's valued at about 1,000 rubles or 20 American dollars. And this week, the winner was two men holding hands. Now, I was going to say in America, that's really no big deal, but we're really just now transitioning out of a period where that was a big deal. But this is still a major deal in Russia. It's a major deal because there are laws on the books. There's a 2013 law passed by the Russian Duma, basically their house, their parliament, that passed a law banning, quote, gay propaganda. The bill would impose up to 3 years of jail time on those who offend religious believers, private individuals promoting homosexual behavior among minors face fines up to 5,000 rubles, which is about $155. Businesses and schools could be fined up to 500,000 rubles, or about $8,000. So the Russian law prohibits publications from promoting a distorted understanding that gay relations are equivalent to heterosexual ones. And to not just the law itself, but popular opinion in Russia with regards to the LGBTQ community, nearly half of Russian citizens believe that gay and lesbian citizens should not have equal rights as other citizens. So not only is what happened with IKEA potentially, quote unquote, considered quote unquote propaganda, but it also goes against the grain of almost half of Russians. And so just a little bit more on the contest. So people volunteer to have their picture taken with the furniture, right? It's really, it's not a huge benefit that they're getting, right? It's just something that you do. You bought some IKEA furniture and you want to take pictures in it. I did it. Everybody does it, right? You show, hey, everybody, we just bought this new bed from IKEA or whatever. People fill out a form. They submit a picture of them with their furniture in their home. And then you have other people who view the picture and vote online. So IKEA doesn't directly choose the winner. IKEA allows people who are on the website to choose the winner. And so this couple that depicts two men holding hands, they won. IKEA didn't choose them. The people chose them. So, good on them. Congratulations. That's what the people chose. It should be a good sign. But according to BBC World Service, IKEA's spokesperson Igor Kessel said that he can't judge, and he had to come out and say this. You have to understand now, because they published this image, now they could be considered as to being spreading gay propaganda. So despite this, which is should be pretty innocuous at this point, just not a big deal whatsoever. But of course, every country is different. So Igor and IKEA had to come out and proactively say the following. He said that he can't judge whether they're gay or not. He said that the responses to it have been mixed, both good and bad. He doesn't think that this photo is promoting a gay agenda, and the state has not intervened, nor will IKEA kick them from the cover. So basically, he's saying we're going to leave it here. The state hasn't said anything yet, but we're not going to officially say that this is a gay couple. All right. The competition's rules have been set out already, so they're going to have to they're not going to change them, rather. And he said that the legal position does not allow for their legal position does not allow for discrimination. and their own values mean that all will be held to the same contest standards. So this is, again, an interesting story in terms of for LGBT rights globally. And it seems like it's such a small thing, right? And in fact, it is, right? The actual contest and the value of the prize, it's a small thing. But in Russia, this could be a huge thing for Ikea, not just because of the $8,000 fine, but because of the implications, the far reach, right? The global conversation around it, and the fact that almost half of Russian citizens don't view gay and lesbian couples as deserving equal rights. So I don't know. It will be interesting to see if the government actually gets involved per their own legislation. But if they do, I could say it's pretty accurate to conclude that the world is already watching.